It's Amanda here with the My Lowcountry 3 Book Club. We're doing a special guest here with me today. His name is Carl Linke. He's an author. His newest book is Haint Blue. It's a color, but we're going to talk about the title in just a minute. So first, let's go ahead and talk about the novel. The action centers around Kip Drummond. He's the main character of the story. He's got a lot of drama going on in his life, from his wife wanting to move to Charleston to be more of a social atmosphere, to his business wanting to be taken over by some people with mob ties and waterfront development, all kind of things going on in this story. Where did the idea come from?
Well, I've been visiting Beaufort for 35 years, and I've seen the development of Beaufort over time. Just passing through the town, I saw Oyster Factory Road one time, and I figured, there probably is a lot of history that is being lost through this development, and I figured I could probably build a story around that. And with that, the lives that were affected by the development that was going on in the area. So put it all together, use the Oyster Factory as the background, and then, as you said, there's a lot of drama that takes place around that.
Yes, and it's good drama. You so graciously sent me an advance copy, and I went through it in 2 days, so I highly recommend it. Let's talk about that title. Now, Haint Blue is a color that people paint to ward off evil spirits, but why did you choose that as the title?
Well, because there is a tie to the Haint Blue in the reading itself, and because I think it does represent part of the South, part of being in Beaufort. And it does ward off evil spirits. It's used on ceilings, and it's used from Ohio to Florida. But for here in Beaufort, I think it has a specific meaning, and I think it's probably appropriate for what we're saying in the show itself.
And also, now you chose Beaufort as your location, but I know that you don't live here all the time. But so why Beaufort?
I've been coming here for 35 years. And Beaufort has an amazing history. It's been under 7 flags. It's all sorts of things have happened here, Civil War or Revolutionary War, and there's just so much history to draw from. I figured, it certainly beats my former residence in Chapel Hill or Chicago, and there's just so much more to draw. And I think the people here add so much to it too, so that could generate some more interest in the characters.
Now, one of the things that you really did to tie it to the local history and flavor of Beaufort County is you wrote a few of your characters with a Gullah dialect. That's an interesting choice to do. A lot of authors you hear talk about struggling over that decision of whether to write in the dialect of a particular person's voice. Did you struggle with that or anything like that?
I did, and there was a time when a good bit of the story was in Gullah, a whole chapter, as a matter of fact. But knowing that it would cause readers to get bogged down, I inserted a translator as a part of that chapter specifically, but there is Gullah throughout, and I think it does bring out the flavor of the area, and it's an important part of Beaufort and Beaufort history.
One of the things that I loved about reading your book was that there was little bits of local history, little things that I didn't know, and little tidbits here and there. What kind of research did you do to prepare for writing the book?
Well, there's a lot of research that goes into a book such as Haint Blue. Just studying the carriage tours, for one. The tarot reader. I visited a tarot reader and asked the same questions that Kip asks in the book, and Madame Mayanda would then lay out the spread of cards. Studying the weather, the sunrise, the current events. There's just so much and a lot that doesn't make it into the book in the end. Studying pirates, privateering, pirates, gold, the legend of the Gullah treasure, all those things are part. Some of it's in the book, some of it's not.
And our final question, really quickly here, are you planning on writing something else in the future?
I am, indeed. I think readers of Haint Blue will see Obadiah and Odell appear another time in Beaufort.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that. So thank you, Carl, for being our guest on My Lowcountry 3 Book Club.
You're very welcome. Thanks, Amanda.